Hi, it's Janine Allis here. Now, you may have seen some of my other videos, and they might be on marketing, team development, or hiring, or life balance. Don't even bother with them. Don't even worry about them. Don't even watch them until you get this one right. All limits are self-imposed. And this one right is about mindset. There's no point in hiring someone if you're not in the right mindset yourself. There's no point worrying about numbers or business if you're constantly battling with your own mind and your own thoughts and you're getting in your own way. Be conscious of your own mind. The world is against me. There's a tall poppy syndrome in Australia. Imposter syndrome. It's all rubbish. If you hear it, all it is leaning into that belief that you are not good enough. People talk about glass ceiling, right? And it is make-believe. It's not even real. Glass ceiling, people go, oh, we're in a company and we can't go any further. Well, what are you going to do about it, right? Yes, okay, you may be in a corporate company that doesn't have an ability for you to go any further, right? So what are you going to do? Just complain? You're going to whinge? Or are you going to try and find another job? Or try and find another business that can actually make sure you can? There is always a solution, and the solution's in your own hands. If you say the reverse, if you say there is a glass ceiling, there is nothing you can do. So all you'll do is sit in that system and complain about the glass ceiling, right? So if you are going to go, I can't, then you won't be able to. So really check your language. Success comes from thoughts, not validation, right? What does that even mean, right? We're constantly trying to get other people to say how good we are, and then it makes us feel good, right? But at the end of the day, it's got to start with yourself. You yourself have to believe it. Right? If you allow other people to say that you're not good enough, try and ask them about constructive criticism. So, okay, if I'm not good enough, in what way? What way? Can you give me examples so I can learn from it? Or just don't believe them. 90% of what people say to you is actually not about you, it's actually often about them. So let's talk about the imposter syndrome. The imposter syndrome is fundamentally going, I'm doing a job which I'm not really sure of. Welcome to the world. There is no one right now that does a job that they're 100% sure of. If you've been in a job for 15 years and you know it well, there's still stuff to learn. If you're in a job and you've been there 5 minutes, no one's expecting you to know things. Don't go in as an expert because no one's an expert. If you're watching me now and going, I'm watching an expert, you are sadly mistaken. I am not an expert. I am a student. I am someone that doesn't believe in glass ceilings. I'm someone that doesn't believe in the imposter syndrome because it's not real. You're not an imposter, you're just learning your job. You're not an imposter, you're being put in a role to lead the best you can be. That's all it is. The other thing I've heard is the tall poppy syndrome. Gee, Australia really sucks. They really like to bring people down to just rubbish. I can think of dozens of Australians who we celebrate. Olivia Newton-John, Hugh Jackman. There are so many great Australians that we just go, we want them to be successful. So, if you sort of go, oh, you can't get too big in Australia because tall poppy syndrome, you're making it up. You're giving yourself an excuse why it's not working for you. So the first and foremost that you need to do is stop all that thought. Get out of your own way. Make sure that when you are having a thought that is a negative thought, so let's not kid ourselves, we all do it, right? Look at it like a pebble in your hand. Why am I bothered with that? Why am I reacting to that? Why have I got those emotions connected to that? Look at it as a third person. That's what I do, right? It seems to work for me. Let's not kid ourselves though. We have moments of it's too hard. We have moments of I don't know the answers to it, but just be aware of it. Even Einstein said, I'm not the smartest man in the room, I just stay at problems longer. And I'm far from Einstein. However, that's my philosophy. I will never give up until I have the answer. I will never get up until there's no glass ceiling and it's all smashed. And make sure that all of those so-called sayings are not real. So for you, I talk many times, and I'll repeat it now because I think it's worth it, about being a verb or choosing to soar. And if you've followed me, it's one of my things that I beat people over the head with. If you want the best possible life you can have, the best possible business, the best possible relationship with you and your partner, It starts with this. It starts with the thought. It starts with being solution-based, which is SOAR. Solutions-based, ownership, accountability and responsibility. And we'll have this in the comments so you can go and check. Or don't be a verb. Verbs are victims, entitled, and they rescue and blame, right? I can give you examples, but I think you yourself can actually sit there and think of a dozen examples that relates to you. The other thing I just want to say on this subject matter, sit down and think about how busy and noisy your head is. It does not shut up. It's constantly saying, oh, look at that guy. That person cut me off. Wonder what that person's doing. Those shoes are leather. Maybe they're not leather. Maybe they don't shut up. So because it doesn't shut up, be aware of it and try and do things like meditation and calm down. But the most important thing you got to be aware of with that really busy, annoying roommate in your brain is this. How you talk to yourself and how you treat yourself, you wouldn't treat your worst enemy that way. So be kind. No, you're not too fat. No, you're not dumb. You haven't got fat legs, skinny legs, green hair, blue hair, right? Be kind to yourself. Start with that. And the thing is, it's actually training your brain. So if you start hearing yourself going, tall poppy, you're not good enough, blah, 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 stop and just check it. Stop, redirect, and rethink. This you have to get right. You cannot build a house, you cannot build a business, you cannot build a life of success and happiness without this foundation. This is a foundation. Get that right. Sure, put a lot of time in your numbers. Sure, put a lot of time in your people. But put majority of your time in getting this foundation right. If you do, everything else changes. Everything else turns. Everything else starts to just suddenly work out. Give it a go. Please let me know in the comments of your thoughts. If you've done it and what you think happened, love to hear the changes because I know I'm speaking from experience. I'm not just reading a book and saying this was a good idea. I have done it. I have been there. I have been a verb. I have thought of glass ceilings. I have thought of all of those. It never served me and it won't serve you. Good luck.